there'd be a lot of poop in my pants. I've seen a 6-foot alligator go swinging through the air and slam into a tree.
These guys are the scientists of the supernatural, lecturers leaving lessons for inquiring laymen. They are applying the scientific method to a world that baffles science. They are the cryptids of the corn.
But who else has big black wings and red eyes?
Batman.
Oh, Mothman.
Oh yeah, Mothman.
A great white shark was stolen.
Oh, someone stole a shark?
I got stuff for you don't even know about.
She's a witch. She turned me into a newt.
Who knows? Anything could be possible. Anything could be possible.
It's really big abduction vibes.
Holy moly.
It sounds like you were abducted.
And it just stood up. I mean, it just like kept going and going. And she goes, what the?
I say, Mothman, there's no need to feel down. I say, Mothman, lift your new friend you found. I say, Mothman, shake him all around because you're a big old M-O-T-A-H. M-O-T-A-H. With big flappy wings and red shiny eyes, and you have the element of surprise.
Mothman.
All right.
Oh.
I completely messed up the first one. The problem is there's two versions of that song, and I put them both together.
I just thought you were riffing.
No.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm the best there ever was, or ever is.
Okay, Bret Hart.
Mothman Fest 2023 was absolutely epic. Poor Jay. Oh, once again, I'm the Great and Powerful Mystery.
Oh, and I am Jay.
And poor Jay here only got to experience a very short part of it.
I did.
Because it
was
is
very
an
fun.
idiot and bad at scheduling.
Well, no, that's not nice. That's just rude to say.
So first off, we stayed with our friend TJ, who I'm both thankful for and mad at. That's TJ Owens. He does photography. He's great artwork, great photography. We stayed in 180-year-old cabin.
It was built in 1890, like 1892. So whatever that would be, 100, maybe not that old, 130-year-old, 120,
140, something like that.
Yeah.
And it's super haunted. You guys will hear more about that in a future documentary.
Mm-hmm.
And it's super Bigfooty, which I had an experience with one of the two. I have no idea. I don't know if something threw a rock at the cabin or a demon was outside the door. No, it's a crazy place. So thank you, TJ.
It was awesome.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
The next time I think I'll bring a bed mat.
Stiff.
I'm a heavy man.
Springs.
So those old spring beds.
Yeah.
Like there's always one spring
that pokes you right in there where you don't want it to.
Yeah, it's like right in my lower back is where it kept like
right between a couple of ribs.
It really is. It's right there at the bottom. Probably my second to last rib. It just kept catching me, and it was that second night, and it's because I slept hard that second night, so I didn't roll off of it.
You just stayed there.
Yeah. But no, Mothman Fest. We went down Friday. We filmed for our second documentary that's coming out.
Yep.
Came back, met everybody, met some old friends. The Hodag guys are great.
Yeah.
They yelled at us before we even yelled at them.
That's true.
Cryptotheology.
Joe, yeah.
Yeah, Cryptid Conference.
Lisa.
TJ was there. Zach and Melissa, which we'll talk about them here in a little bit. Always great to see them. We're gaining more traditions with them all the time. Great people.
Paranormal Road Tripper.
The Paranormal Road Tripper, yeah. And the Paranormal Road Tripper's Nightmare Gallery should be checked out by all in...
Somerset, Kentucky. Yeah. Got the shirt.
Do you?
Pretty sure.
Okay. I don't remember.
Yeah, you got it for me, actually.
I did get you it. Yeah. Okay. Sure.
I still got it.
Good. I'm just trying to think of who else we met like that first day. Then Mikey from Strange Roads came down. We hung out with Mikey all weekend. I had a lot of fun. Mikey helped us shoot some stuff.
Footage.
Mothman.
Yeah. But we didn't hunt Mothman.
Nicole came down.
Yep, our good Patreon friend of the show, Nicole.
Nicole's from North Carolina and comes to pretty much every event.
And she's visited with us a lot this season, which has been pretty fun.
Also, Corey.
Yep,
Corey and his lovely girlfriend came down.
Yep.
I'm drawing a blank on her name. I'm sorry. She only listens to the show a little bit. You didn't get to meet her, so.
Okay. Oh, this was that Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Austin and Ricky.
Yeah.
They came down.
I missed them too.
On Sunday, I took them on a private tour at TNT. I took everybody on. Corey, I didn't get the chance to because it was already late in the festival. We couldn't leave. And he wasn't there for a long time. He just came down to walk around the festival a couple times, sit with us and have dinner and stuff.
That's cool.
But he's a cool dude. He's a cool dude. Nicole, we always have a fun time. Austin and Ricky are great. Austin's getting ready to start his own podcast.
Nice.
He brought his box of equipment up, and I was showing him what everything did and what plugs into what and all that stuff.
Okay.
So...
And then we got Paul, too.
Oh, Paul T. Costco.
Yeah, the world famous.
I'll tell you what, he was a machine handing out flyers.
Paul the Machine.
Me, Nicole, and Jay were trying to hand out flyers, telling about the show. Problem is with me, I have a whole spiel I've developed over the last 2 years.
Right.
And it's like I have to say it.
Right. It's like, it's part of the routine.
Yeah, it's automatic.
And once you start it, you got to see it through.
And Nicole was pretty much the whole time was just like, here's a podcast. You should listen to it.
Yeah,
which
guys...
I appreciate was probably better than my spiel was. And then you weren't doing anything.
I was doing stuff, just not as much as you guys.
You were funny when you were trying to talk about. You like podcasts?
Right, yeah.
And
I have my ways.
Paul is just handing people like, listen, because Paul has his way about people.
Right. He's not afraid.
He knows everybody too.
Right, yeah.
We had food at I'm so sorry. I cannot remember the name. But we had Tudor's Biscuit World for breakfast every day.
Big biscuits.
Oh my gosh, it's the best. If you're ever in the area where you see Tudor's Biscuit World, the food's really good. The biscuits are homemade every day from scratch. Like you can watch and make the biscuits.
Mm-hmm.
What I like about them is they're still like I guess I would say a moist biscuit.
I guess.
I mean, they're not dry biscuits.
No, it's not. Yeah,
like they're buttery and they're soft.
They're good.
Like they're really, but they're humongous.
Yeah, they're big.
But they fill them with food and meat too. Like they're not just like.
It's not just a biscuit joint.
Except that day that you got breakfast, we had inside.
Yeah.
They gave you a whole biscuit on the bottom and then a half a biscuit on top. Somebody made a mistake.
Yeah.
Because their biscuits are already huge.
Yeah, that thing was like unbelievable.
So Tudor's Biscuit World is great. I actually bought the Tudor's Biscuit World artwork. I met the lady. It's Gothic Appalachia or Appalachian, something like that at the end. She did the famous Tudor's Biscuit World artwork with Raxie and Mothman.
Ah, okay.
And all the prints were sold out by the time I could even get to her booth.
Ah.
So I'm going to get one online because I really wanted one for the new studio.
Yeah.
Because it's so West Virginia.
Does it say Tudor's Biscuit World on it? Okay, good.
And Tudor's Biscuit World actually got a hold of her and put it on their official page and endorsed it.
That's awesome.
And sent her a bunch of original Tudor's Biscuit World wrappers that she makes custom artwork with.
Oh, that's awesome.
From like the 70s.
That's so sweet.
So she's a cool lady. She was super nice. But I want to get that print so bad, but she didn't have any, so I got the sticker and the magnet.
Okay.
For the cars.
Close enough.
I'm trying to think. That's the only thing I bought the whole time besides Emily's Lego Mothman.
That you bought?
Oh yeah. I mean, how much money did I still owe you for that? Calm down, because they only had cash. So it was the Hodeck store. They literally just got there with their big truck.
So what happened?
Huh?
What happened then?
I walked up and I'm like, "Could you guys sell it to? That's all my wife wants, and she's not here. And I know I'm not gonna be able to get it tomorrow." And they're like, "Yeah, but we won't be able to take card." And so I didn't have any cash. So Jay spotted me the $40 for.
That's right. That's right.
Big Daddy Jay rolling out the 20s.
She didn't get yelled at.
I would have felt bad because it's all she wanted. It was super it was more expensive than I thought. It's a big set though. It's a big I think almost 10 inches tall.
I expect to see that thing fully assembled on the shelf and in a compromising pose.
I wonder how posable it is. It doesn't look like super posable.
No, I think it's pretty much it is how you make it.
Yeah,
it's kind of stuck in.
But
it would be funny. It would be funny if they put the picture on the box, but when you assemble it together, it's completely he's not in that position at all. It's like something.
It's not even. It's like the Hodag.
Like vulgar. Oh,
it's a whole different cryptid.
Whole different. Yeah.
Because they had the Hodag Lego set first.
Right.
But this was the first time they debuted the Mothman
at the Mothman Fest.
The video you guys will see coming out probably already came out by the time you're hearing this. that is before it was even set up, and we make that very clear
In the video.
is that there's still thousands of people on the street an hour and a half before it opens.
Oh, it was insane. There were so much people there.
And I got there even earlier on Sunday, and it was pouring down rain. 90% of the vendors weren't open. And there's still like 1,000 people walking around.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, dang.
Pouring
That was
down
Sunday
rain.
morning?
Yeah.
Dang.
And by the time like the rain cleared off right before I left at like 11:30, it was just as full as Sunday
Packed
or
again.
Saturday. So I'm going to guess the numbers aren't officially out by the time we're recording this. So it'll probably be officially out by the time you hear this. But I'm going to guess somewhere around 35 to 40,000 on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't there the whole day on Sunday. But from what I've seen by about noon, I'm going to guess 25-ish
Yeah.
on Sunday, 25-ish thousand. So altogether, I think it's the biggest one they've ever done. They did a much better job about pushing people to come Sunday. That was everything on their website, everything online. It was like, come Sunday, come Sunday, come Sunday. Here's my thing with coming Sunday, and I'll be real, because it's when we do these review episodes, we try to tell you the good and the bad. There's not much bad about the Mothman Festival besides the number of people.
It's a lot.
A lot of A-class vendors, a lot of really great vendors, a lot of really great speakers, a lot of good people all around. Oh, Linda Sigmund was there. Linda and Chris.
Yeah.
We had so much fun with them. You'll see them in the video. So really great speakers and really great. The problem is if you're going to buy something, if you really have your heart set on something, hang out on Friday night late, because a lot of those vendors will sell stuff there. Like they'll set up, like Zach and Melissa sell stuff.
Yeah.
The Mothman of Grove City, Ohio sold stuff. Like there's a lot of vendors that'll set up early and sell stuff. If you're hard set on buying something, like you know what you want.
Right.
If not, because some vendors did sell it by like 11 o'clock at noon on Saturday.
Which is crazy.
But you were never going to buy anything from those vendors anyways, because you couldn't get to them.
Right, yeah.
The lines are so long, and so, so you got to kind of have, if you have that mindset about that, Sunday's fine. Most vendors still had stuff on Sunday.
Gotcha.
And they still had everything like that, or you could get their card and buy online. That's what I'm starting to do, because it's just like fighting for these
right
pieces is very hard.
At least you can see it, but
right. And then so that's what I would suggest if you're going to do that come Sunday. What you miss out on Saturday, though, there are stuff you will miss out if you only come on Sunday.
okay.
The hayride, which I've never done before. So super big shout out to Zach and Melissa, the Paranormal Road Trippers. Melissa on Friday was like, "Hey, do you want me to try to? We do a hayride every year. We wait in line to get the tickets. Do you want us to get you guys tickets if we can?" It's like, sure, yeah. Because Jay wasn't going to be there, but Mikey was there.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, yeah, me and Mikey will go. And she barely got their tickets, and she got us tickets. And the hayride is put on by like Jeff Wimsley, the guy that runs the Mothman Museum, one of the big researchers, writes all the books.
Yeah.
The Frick brothers, which are the other big side of the Mothman research.
Yep.
Like all the people that are out here at this hayride, it's like a Mothman haunted Appalachian hayride. All the people that are putting it on are like the OG researchers and like stuff, and they have fun with it. I won't say alcohol wasn't consumed by the people putting it on, but I didn't consume any because I was driving so much.
Oh,
But it smelled like liquor,
that's good.
and people were having a lot of fun.
That's also good.
And I won't ruin the stuff, but
It's well worth it.
it's well worth it. The line of people had about 800 or 900 people in line,
which is insane. We got video of that too.
and most people did not get tickets.
That's insane.
And they're scalpers for the tickets and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But the hayride is well worth it. And the Mothman band was there.
Mm-hmm.
They only play 1 gig a year.
And it's there.
It's there at the hayride.
That's hilarious.
And we got to see them. And the Mothman band is a real band. Like, you can try to book them online and stuff like that. And they only do it's weird. Like they're good though. It's like a rock band.
Yeah. That'd be, man, maybe next year I'll get to actually see it.
Yeah. Oh, that's our tradition with Zach and Melissa now. We're going to do it every year with them.
Okay, cool.
Because it's well worth it. And they decorate the TNT area, and they put up, like that night, they go around, and so you can, if you want to drive around at night, the TNT area, and look at
nice. Okay.
They put some Mothmans out there.
Oh, it just scare you?
Or just,
I mean,
for
just for
pictures
fun.
and stuff
Yeah.
like that. There was one that was like 10 foot tall,
Oh, okay.
and we went back the next day, and it was a round bale
Oh,
that they
really?
had put big eyes on
That's
and
hilarious.
kind of painted up to look like a Mothman.
Yeah.
So it's a fun festival. It's the mecca of this stuff.
Yeah.
And here's what I say: do not, as long as you're not coming from out of country or like the other side of the country, the Mothman Museum line was at least 3 hours long the whole weekend.
Yeah.
To get into it. And
if that's your only time to see it, I guess get it. But
if not, come back a different weekend.
you can get right in.
Like 99.99%, you can hang out, you can stay, and they were kind of rushing people
Through it.
Not bad, but saying, we have a 3 hour line outside, guys. So when you're done looking at stuff, please don't just sit
lollygag around. Yeah.
But it's really cool. It's got all the newspaper articles and stuff like that. The museum is very small, though.
It's neat. But it's jam
worth
packed, full of information.
No, there's not a corner of that place that doesn't have stuff
worth reading.
Yeah,
yeah.
But it is small. It's a small building. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Exactly.
Is that they can't fit.
Yeah.
What would you say? Like if it's packed, and there's probably 50 people in the museum.
That'd be pretty.
If it's packed.
Yeah, that'd be a lot. It's hard to move around in there. If there's that many in there. Yeah. No, it's a great museum, but yeah, definitely if you can get there on a different weekend or a different day than Mothman Museum week or Mothman weekend, go a different day.
If not, it's worth it. Like if you're coming from like Florida or you're coming from California or you're coming from out of country.
If it's your only chance,
do it, because you can only walk around the festival so much and see all the same vendors. And
that's true.
I will say that they did a better. So last year they had complaints about food.
Plenty there this year.
They killed it. They had tons more food vendors.
Mm-hmm.
They put a whole extra area for food vendors.
We had some good cheeseburgers.
Oh yeah, so that's the Burgers on Main.
Yeah.
And then the Mexican restaurant on the main street was really good. We actually got to eat there on Saturday.
Oh.
And me, Mikey, and Nicole went there, and we got in line, and they were doing a great job of moving people, but not rushing people. And because I apologize, I was finishing my margarita for lunch, and she's like, "Oh, it's okay." And I'm like, "I feel bad because there's a line."
Yeah. She's
like, "It's okay, just finish. Don't chug your margarita because I bought the big one."
Right. Yeah. Of course.
Well, it's just like it was $2 more, and it
was hot out,
and it's like the size of a small child.
Right. Yeah. It's the best margarita.
Fishbowl.
I got one. Did it come on the big glass with the big stem?
Yeah.
Oh, it's the best.
You could have beat somebody to death with that glass. It would have cracked.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
All around is great. There's 2 different music events going on. So it's not, is it a VFW? Was that what it was?
I think so, where they had the Moth Jam.
The Moth Jam.
Yeah.
Which you could drink beer at that. You can't drink beer on the strip, but you can drink beer at that because it's a fenced off event.
Yeah, it was enclosed.
Quote unquote fenced off event.
Yeah.
But they had their own little stuff, and it was at the VFW. It's a charity event, and there's like tickets you can buy for charity stuff. Right next to where the speakers are in that community building.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And then the other end at the I just forgot the word for that.
What do
you call the outdoor amphitheater?
The amphitheater, yeah.
On the river.
Yeah.
They had music going there all night, both nights.
Did you see any of that Saturday?
Yeah, it was great.
Awesome.
It's killer. They had all kinds of cool bands. It's good. It's a old great event.
Yeah.
TJ was telling a story. Here's a dark note for you. They used to do stuff down there, and the year a guy died down there at the Mothman Festival. He was vending, and he jumped into the river head first right there off the amphitheater, and he hit a log and broke his neck.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What were you thinking? First of all, you're jumping into the Ohio River?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's smart.
But there was kids swimming out there the whole time, and I was just like, guys, get out of the Ohio River.
Yeah, it's not smart.
I legally can't have an opinion on that on air.
Yeah. Just don't go in there.
Jay said that.
Yeah, this is Jay speaking. Don't swim in the Ohio River. It's full of a lot of bad stuff. It's not clean.
I legally can't speak on the matter.
It's just find your local pool. Swim in that. Swim in a local creek. Get out of the Ohio River. That's all.
Just not the creek coming out of East Palestine.
Or that one too. I think people are aware of that one.
I don't know. There were people in Chicago that didn't believe catfish was supposed to have whiskers.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, so I'm trying to think of what else. No, the event was great. The vendors are great. The selection of vendors is great. It's heavily Mothman themed, obviously, but you can find about any kind of cryptid. There's a bunch of people at the whole West Virginia gambit. Right, you got everything from Grafton to Braxy. You got tons and tons of West Virginia cryptids represented very well there. And then just classic Bigfoot stuff. There's whole Bigfoot sections and stuff like that. So it's very much a Mothman event, but there's other stuff there. It's a very nice cryptid, well-run cryptid event.
or festival.
Yeah, they've been doing it. They're probably one of the first ones in the country.
Probably.
I think it's year
as big as
17, 18 of the Mothman Fest.
For as big as it is, it's awesome.
But I was talking with Zach and Melissa. They've been vending it for 11 years now.
That's crazy.
And when they started, like they were talking, like even in 2015, it was nothing. The whole festival fit around the Mothman statue.
Oh, really?
It was just that one little road to the wall.
Right.
And they had 2 food trucks at the seawall, and then there was everybody could talk to each other.
Yeah.
And they'd said that there'd be 400 people coming for the whole day, the whole weekend.
Now look at it.
And there's 800 people in a line to buy a ticket for a hayride.
That's craziness.
A literal hayride. We sat on a hay bale pulled by a tractor through the TNT plant.
But I'm sure it was super fun. Next year I'll be definitely going on that.
It's well worth it.
Yeah.
And I'm glad Melissa has the patience to wait in line.
So I'm hoping, I think we covered about everything.
Whenever we're at the end, I'll end it with the haunting.
Okay. Are we there?
Are we there? Do you think of anything else?
Food
was great. Festival was great. I mean, there's a reason the Mothman Festival has 50 to 60,000 people that show up.
I'm checking.
I seen Termentic. I forgot that.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Termentic. He had his card tournament.
He's in our video as well too.
Yeah,
I zoomed in on him.
Did he make it in the video?
I just zoomed in. We didn't talk to him, but I zoomed in.
He was talking to somebody.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We did say his name, bring him up.
And the mandolin lady in the video was awesome.
Oh yeah! If you check out our video, the mandolin lady,
she did a whole song for us,
just for us. It was so good. I actually want to rewatch it just for that.
Mm-hmm. Appalachian. I think it's in the video.
Yeah, it's in there.
I think it's called Appalachian Mandolin. It's literally the Appalachian Mandolin Lady. I think is maybe the name of her company.
Yeah, I can't remember, but she
had a funny name.
She was awesome.
Like a cute name like that.
Yeah.
All right. So
yeah, let's end it.
Okay. TJ's cabin is extremely, I guess, haunted.
It's just full of activity.
Everything from Bigfoot to orbs to ghosts.
It's very energetic.
To TJ literally telling us he's seen a demon crawl across the roof one night after it manifested out of the fog, and it looked like it had inside-out skin.
Odd story.
So he welcomed us to the property. He talks to the property because I think he's right. He can hear it. Like the property. And TJ's an actual giant. There's stories about TJ from his youth. I believe he's a giant. Were you there for that?
It depends on which one, but
we'll get to. Yeah, I'm saving it for the documentary.
Yeah, another episode,
another video.
Oh yeah, I'm hinting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hinting, not telling.
Okay, so Jay screwed with me the first night because they told me because the worst thing I don't ever see a shadow person again.
Right,
that's my worst fear is actually seeing one again.
Because I
don't know how I'm going to react.
I was kind of screwed, but I kind of wasn't because I just didn't want to sleep with the lights on right over my head.
And I said, if I seen a shadow, I'll kill everybody in here.
Yeah.
Like, I really will. I'll burn this place down. So we end up leaving lights on, all this stuff. And he's screwing with me and goofing around and stuff. So the last night I'm there by myself. I don't get back to the cabin until like midnight. It's in the middle of absolutely nowhere on top of a mountain with no signal, no lights, nothing. Like
nothing.
It's out there.
Yeah, it took a while to get out there.
So I get back and I just kind of rush in the house, and the Native American scares me because he's a 7 foot tall Native American, like a cigarette, like Jay said, a cigarette selling Native American.
Yeah.
Or a cigar.
Cigars, yeah.
And I just go up to bed. I don't change. I just lay in my clothes and I lay on top of the mat. I'm so tired.
Yeah.
And I had put on a podcast that I downloaded down the hill. I downloaded 3 hours of podcast. So I had talking.
Right.
Because I was worried something was going to try to talk to me at night. So I'm like, at least I turned it all the way up. And I was like, at least that way I can't hear the whispers.
Did you sleep in the bed I slept in the night
No.
before so you can smell comfort?
No.
Oh, okay.
I slept in my bed.
Oh, yeah, right.
And then I did wake up at like 5:30 to TJ getting up and going and stuff like that. Nothing had bothered me in the night. I had every light on, though.
I believe it.
And I had every light on, and I slept fine. Yeah, I even turned that little room, that little sideway room with the creepy doll.
Yeah.
I turned that one on.
You turned that light on, too?
I didn't want to see something like move in that dark.
Oh, my gosh.
So I turned that one on, too. I told TJ I'd send him some money for the electricity bill, because I'm sure his electricity bill is normally like $30 a month.
60 this month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably 35 this month.
Yeah.
Anyways, I did wait, and then I went back to sleep till about 7. I think I left there by like 7:30.
Okay.
I didn't. I mean, I was already in clothes, and I just changed shirts, and Oh no, I did shower that morning. I even showered.
Oh.
And so yeah, I was fast though. I can be fast in the morning, especially when I don't want to be in the house. So, but that night I had warned the house that I would kill us all. Like I'd burn down the house. If you live here, I'll burn down the home if you try to scare me in the night, since I'm up here alone. And TJ chuckled.
Yeah.
Because he heard me. Because I was talking to the house. I was like, whatever lives here, if you want to keep living in this house, don't screw with me. I'll kill us all.
Burn it down.
So I'm literally getting ready to leave, and there's like a little porch before you go outside. When I woke up, I did hear something outside walking on the roof. It was a squirrel.
Oh, okay.
But I did hear it, and it freaked me out for a second because I woke up to hearing like a knock.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, but it was raining. Something like an acorn or a pine, like something fell off a tree
Anything
or something.
Could've, yeah.
And I wasn't really, and then I heard it.
Yeah.
Because it was that terrace that was falling apart.
Right, but outside the window? Yeah.
He was literally running outside that window.
Yeah.
So it was louder than it sounded because it was all broken.
Right, yeah.
And I looked out and there's a squirrel. I'm like, oh, house?
Right,
You just about got it.
You're testing me.
And then I'm going to leave. So I take all the bags down to the door. I'm getting ready to leave. And as I reach, I open the screen door. And as I'm reaching for the normal door, I hear what sounds like there's somebody standing on the other side of the door. This gigantic rock hits the wood and wobbles and rolls a little bit.
Yeah.
Like I feel it in the floorboards I'm standing on. And I just froze for a second, holding the door handle.
You should have whipped that door wide open real fast.
No, because I didn't want to see anything. I didn't want to see anything.
Man.
So I closed the screen door back. And I sit on the couch for about 5 minutes because I don't want to see another Bigfoot. I don't want to see something else. So I'm giving whatever's out there time to leave.
Go away.
I don't want to see anything. I've had my experiences in my life and I'm good.
Right.
And after that, I open the door and there's nothing standing on the patio, thank God. I probably would have had a mental breakdown. I look kind of at the tree line. I look kind of around and I remember the story about the demon on the roof.
Yeah.
So I just kind of peek over the awning and look to make sure nothing's on the roof. It's going to jump on me when I walk out. Nothing's there. So I'm like, okay. I kind of look on the patio, and there's one rock that was there, but it's always been there. And his little bear statue, like nothing was out of place. There was no footprints, no boot prints. Nothing was like weird.
Yeah.
There's no new rock. And then I took everything to the car, and I just threw everything in the car. And
you peeled out of there.
Well, I had to go back to lock it because I had this key.
Oh, yeah.
And I had to hide the key, obviously. And I was thinking, like, nobody's going to come up here and steal anything. I'm just going to give him his key at Point Pleasant.
Without even locking it.
And I was like, no, he's nice enough. I got to lock it.
Yeah.
I go back up to lock it, and then I leave. I get down the hill, and I tell TJ what happened. And he's like, yeah, we've heard that a lot. You know, he talks.
Right, yeah.
And I can't do a good impersonation of him. He's like, yeah, heard that a lot. He's like, I bet you when I go home, there's a welcome sign that sits on the wall right by that door. He's like, every time we've heard that welcome sign's ended up on top or on the side of the hill. He's like, I bet you when I go home, it'll be laying out there on the side of the hill.
And we still have yet to follow up to see.
I've texted him. He doesn't have any signal.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
There's no signal.
You only get him when he's
like,
not home.
When he's out at lunch, like he'll message me like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
Because I'll have a whole bunch of stuff I'll send him.
Right, yeah.
And then he'll respond to all of it at once. But there'll be days where he doesn't contact me.
Right, oh yeah.
Because if he doesn't leave his house.
He ain't getting signal. That's the way it is.
This house does have quote unquote modern amenities. It does have AC. Did you see that?
No.
The AC was like right by the patio where we were sitting. There's an AC.
Oh, I did not see that.
I think it just has 2 vents. It's one upstairs, one downstairs.
Yeah.
And it's a wood burning stove. It has running water and it has electricity.
Yeah. It's nice.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
But he's got severed heads in the corner.
Yeah.
It was a Bigfoot severed head.
Well, it was a mask.
No, there you had just the head laying on the.
Oh, true. That was the model.
There was a head.
There was a head too. Ooh, might have to sneeze. Uh-oh. Never mind. It went away. But yeah, it was overall great weekend. I wish I could have stayed for the whole thing. Next year I will.
All right, so we're saying you should definitely go to the Mothman Festival if you can. Just do understand if you're a person that gets bothered by big, heavy crowds, it's a lot. Either day you go, it's a lot.
It's a lot of people.
If you're that kind of person, I suggest if you still want to do it, come on Friday.
But if
you won't get the full experience, but you'll get some of it.
If you enjoy like the whole festival scene though, and Cryptids, Mothman Fest is a can't miss.
It's definitely. I mean, it's always been a highlight of everybody's. You know, it's still a highlight.
Yep.
It's still. This is probably about the best year for managing the crowds. They definitely spread out, I think, a little more and moved the food around and stuff like that, and had people on the seawall and stuff.
Yeah, I thought it was great.
And so there were still like tens of thousands of people, but there was never a point where we couldn't go somewhere.
For the most part.
I mean, there were some tights.
There were some tight corridors.
Last year, though, there were spots you couldn't go.
Yeah, you're just stuck.
Couldn't
log
move.
jam. Yeah.
There was never that.
Yeah.
We didn't have that this year,
No,
which
we
was
didn't.
nice.
No.
All right, I've been the Great and Powerful Mystery.
And I've been Jay.
We'll catch you next week, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to Crypts of the Corn podcast.
Please share with a friend you think would like us. It's the best way to help our show grow.
Leave a comment, rate us, a 5-star review, and remember, there is always extra content on Patreon/cryptsofthecorn.com.
And don't forget, stay magical.